to another video of mine in the sun because we very rarely get it here in Ireland. I thought I would show you guys my like no makeup look that I do. I wouldn't normally wear a lot of makeup, so this is what I put on when I'm like I have to wear makeup because I don't really like wearing it, but I put this on because it's like a nice kind of fresh dewy look. I wear it all the time to kind of match my face to my skin if I put fake tan on. So I start out with a primer. I just put it in my T-zone area. Hello! The primer that I use is just this tiny little guy at the moment, the Professional Benefit Primer. And it just minimizes all your pores. It works really well, I think. I know that you know this already, but you never want to put on your makeup without a primer because it's just kind of really weird. I just put it all over this cheek area, on my nose, and a bit on my chin, and a bit on my forehead. Okay, so I got myself a mirror because I couldn't see what I was doing there. As you can probably tell, I don't know what I'm doing with makeup like 90% of the time, but I give it my best go. So I'm gonna be kind of looking down here because my mirror is down here, kind of like randomly put it on. You can see that. Oh, I forgot to do the whole beauty thing. What? I use the BB cream by L'Oreal. This is so surreal. And BB C'est Magique, and it's L'Oreal by L'Oreal Paris. It's in the shade Dark, and it's like this 24-hour BB cream, and probably has loads of cool stuff in it. I don't know, but it works really well for me. So then I get a brush. This into my skin. So I just try and buff it about because I just wanted to kind of pick up the colour a little bit. If I don't think that the colour has taken very well in spots, then I can put it on in extra places. So I might just put a little bit extra on cheek areas and my forehead. Dad is currently chopping wood, so if you hear clunk, that's what it is. Also, I use one of these. This is from Fusion Makeup, which is a brand in Ireland, but it's a duo fiber buffer brush. This is what I use. Once I have that on, sometimes I put on concealer, sometimes I don't, depending on like if I have enough time. This should only take you like 5 minutes. My favorite concealer is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I literally put on those 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. If I have a spot or anything, I will put that on the spot and then just kind of dab it in, but I don't at the moment, luckily enough. Get the same buffer brush that I was using because it doesn't really make that much of a difference. And I just buff in the concealer like that. And with this one I do like a padding motion underneath my eye. I have no idea if this is any way correct. This is literally just what I do all the time. That done, I take my favorite product ever. I don't even know if they still make it anymore, but I got it in like a beauty box. And it's Model Co, and it's this 3-in-1, so it comes with a highlighter and a blush and kind of like a contour. So this is like what changes the makeup for me. So I use my fingers.
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
I go kissy face, or like a fish face, and I go down where I can see my cheek line is, you can kind of see there, and I make a line down my face with it. I take it on my finger, rub it in, and then I put it here, And then I do circular motions from my ear. Sorry, I look really weird. From my ear down. Also, yes, I am sat on my sitting room floor. Then I dab it a little bit, and I take a little bit and I put it up on my temple. And I rub that nearly like into my hairline. Just to kind of even out that area. And then finally I dab again, only lightly. And then I kind of pull my chin up. And I do a dash under at my chin area. Just to give it a bit of definition. On the trio you can see the one that I like. I'm gonna use the blush now. And my trick for when I'm using blush, I don't pick up too much, just a little bit on my finger, is, and I learned this from a video of Rihanna, that everybody has different cheekbones and obviously cheek sizes. I have really big chubby cheeks, but if you smile, so I'm gonna show it to you really close up. If you smile, hello, how are you? You can see where your blush is meant to go on your cheek, because this is you can even see it highlighted by the light coming in, but this is where I will take my blush and I will smile. I always do it while I'm smiling, just smiling at myself casually. And I will do in circles. And you can kind of see, it's kind of, your face kind of gets picked up or it brightens a bit when you put that on. And then I dab it a tiny bit and I go over my nose because I kind of like that. And it kind of brings the whole front of your face together then. So, change of angle, but we're here. This is why I'm keeping everything on this stool. Then lastly, once you've done your contour and your bit of blush, you go on to a little bit of highlight. So, rub this around. And I do that face again. I find the top of my cheekbone and I kind of trace that with my finger. Highlights the top of your cheekbone. So then you can see that it lifts the face in that area. I do the typical, which is the top of the nose, make it all shiny, and then on the bridge of your nose. And then I always have that whatever residue is left on my finger, I kind of do the Cupid's bow, the highlight, and go underneath your eyebrows. So that's kind of like your face part done. Then the essentials come in. You have your eyebrows. So eyebrows, I almost didn't show you. I have a big one and a small one. I just took out the small one. I'm currently using it in shade 3, but it's the Benefit Gimme Brow like brush or brow, brow gel. And I just brush up my eyebrows to give that kind of fuller effect and then shape it at the end. There, and you can kind of see there how it's made a difference in my brows. And then of course you put on a bit of mascara. So I use the Soap and Glory Thick and Fast High Definition and Collagen Coat Mascara. And I find it to be the best for my lashes. So I have, I'm lucky enough to have naturally long lashes, but this is really nice. It just kind of elongates them, doesn't make them really sticky or anything. And my technique with doing mascara is I just kind of blink onto the mascara thing. It has mascara on it. Here I just want to get a soft coating of mascara to make them look fuller Why would my dad pick now of all times to chop wood? Not only chop wood, but do it right beside the house. But lastly, sometimes I just go out like this and I'm like, ah, done. Looks nice and only took me a few minutes and things. I'm actually gonna kill my father. But if I do want something extra, I can add, I usually would add lip gloss. I'm not a big fan of lipstick, but I would add lip gloss. My lip gloss that I'd always use would be usually the Kylie Cosmetics ones, and that would be her high gloss Kylie Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Oh You Fancy. This is my favorite one. I bring it everywhere. I also like just clear gloss. This one has a bit of glitter in it, but I will put it on. This one smells unbelievable. It's like cake. So this is the final look that I usually go around in. This is my no makeup look. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like for me to do another one of these, I can. If you'd like me to answer a few questions or do a Q&A while I do that, that'd be fun as well. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, comment down below if you want to chat to me about anything. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye!